EFCC raised concerns over organized foreign fraud syndicates recruiting young Nigerians. APC holds first NEC meeting under Ganduje. Members express confidence in President Bola Tinubu's leadership. And federal government unveils digital platform to improve agricultural service delivery to boost productivity between research institutions and farmers. Hello and welcome to the late evening news at 11 on NTN News 24. We are reaching you live from Abuja. I am Chinenye Moyi. The Governing All Progressives Congress, APC, has held its long-expected National Executive Committee meeting after the August 3rd, 2023 session that hosted Abdullahi Adamu and ushered in Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje. Political correspondent Abubakar Akwanga reports that internal party mechanism, reconciliation and inherited debt profile of more than 8 billion naira dominated agenda of the meeting.
I would like to begin by thanking God the Almighty for sparing our lives to be part of this first National Executive Council meeting.
February 26, 2025 will remain in history for a very long time in the hearts of political gladiators and ardent followers of top party events, especially within the APC fold, as the positions of Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje and Dr. Ajibola Basiru as national chairman and national secretary of the party were rectified alongside other members of the National Working Committee. And the party's plenary session began after a summary of the agenda was read by the national chairman of the party, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, and issues of internal party politics, array of defections by opposition, and outstanding legal fee of more than 8 billion naira came to the front burner.
Your Excellency, in our effort to further build on the fortunes of the party, provide access and visibility to the leadership, the National Working Committee at its first meetings resolved to be having regular weekly meetings. This initiative has opened our doors to consistent engagement and interaction with various support groups, state chapters, local and international groups, party members in diaspora, envoys, and many others.
Leaders of the party at various layers of responsibilities passed a vote of confidence in the president beyond 2027 owing to the sincerity of policy's execution under a tough and daunting times.
In previous administrations, to even undertake payment of salaries, they needed to print the currency without any production, without earnings. But under you, ways and means have been brought to an end. So I want to congratulate you.
As we strengthen our currency, inflation has significantly declined, dropping from 18.2% in mid-2024 to 12.5% by the end of the year.
Who took all the blames at the beginning of all the various reform policies of Mr. President? Cost of living is high, yes. Food is expensive, yes. Hunger is in town, yes. But we need a permanent solution.
There is now relationship between effort and reward. As a worker, sir, that is the basis for encouraging everyone that if you work, you will earn.
President Bola Tinubu appreciated the strategic input made during the session and expressed confidence in the leadership of the party and said the outcome will assist in positioning the party and the country at large.
This cramming place is getting too small for us. And I agree with you, we need space allocation.
but you know Abuja better than myself. And you can work with Wiki and let me know where you need my attention.
The party paid tribute to its fallen comrades who during their lifetime contributed immensely to the growth and survival of the party before and under the new dispensation.
On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate we shall stand.
In Abuja, Abubakar Akwanga, NTA News.
The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Ola Olukoyede, cautions Nigerians to be careful of organized foreign fraud syndicates that are establishing cells across the country and recruiting young Nigerians into serious organized cyber crimes. The chairman gave the warning while receiving participants of the Executive Intelligence Management Course 18 of the National Institute for Security Studies. The chairman of the commission disclosed that some of the foreigners arrested were already ex-convicts in their countries and have escaped into the African continent. He added that investigation reveals that they are developing cells in some other African countries, not only in Nigeria. The EFCC's boss calls for efforts at both national and continental levels to combat the menace, especially of internet fraudsters and terrorist financing, which he says is responsible for insecurity in some parts of the continent. One community at a time. Federal government is deploying solar mini-grids to rural areas to provide affordable and reliable electricity. Lambata in Gurara local government area of Niger State is the latest beneficiary of the interventions that target more than 900 communities nationwide in the first phase. Joshua Ojito reports that Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu inaugurated the solar mini-grid amidst excitement by the rural communities.
With more than 20,000 rural communities in Nigeria set to be without electricity, interventions such as these is expected to close the energy gap gradually and boost rural economy. This is almost 1 megawatt of solar farm, and it is expected to serve communities in Lambata, Gurara local government area of Niger State. It is implemented under the Interconnected Mini-Grid Acceleration Scheme.
While the Honorable Minister is working towards creating, enhancing generation and reliability for band A, B, and C, we are also working from the bottom, creating reliability for band D and E. This is just one of the schemes. We are also working towards deploying another 40 interconnected mini-grids.
Social and economic activities are expected to bounce back in parts of Lambata, which have been without electricity supply for 6 years, as Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu inaugurates the mini-grid.
With this intervention, the residents of this community are assured of 24-hour supply of stable, functional electricity.
Frankly, I will employ the community to also take charge.
European Union and the German government supported the IMAS project with more than 4 billion naira, and more communities in the country have been selected to benefit from the intervention.
In Cross River, we have 4 communities, and in Osun State, we also have 6 communities that are already energized through the IMAS project.
We can electrify much more communities through renewable energies, and the German government will employ significant funds in order to make this happen.
We are very, very happy and we appreciate.
The interconnected grid will, in addition to solar energy source, receive supply from the national grid, where Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, AEDC, commits to its reliability. Joshua Ojito, NTA News.
Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals has slashed the price of petrol for the second time this month. It has earlier reduced 65 naira off the previous price of 890 naira, bringing ex-depot price down to 825 naira per litre. This is sequel to a 60 naira reduction February 1st. The ex-depot price has thus decreased from 950 naira per litre in January to the current price of 825 naira per litre, representing a reduction of 125 naira per litre within 26 days. This development will ensure Nigerians pay between 860 to 865 naira per litre for petrol at the pump in Lagos. The price adjustment will take off from Thursday, February 27th, and is intended to provide essential relief to Nigerians. The price adjustment is designed to provide essential relief to Nigerians in celebration of the Ramadan season, while also supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's economic recovery policy by alleviating the financial burden on the Nigerians. Dangote Petroleum Refinery assures the public of a consistent supply of petroleum products with sufficient reserves to meet domestic demand and a surplus for exports, thereby boosting the country's foreign exchange earnings. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, an electronic extension service platform, has been established with a view to increasing agricultural activities in the country. Musa Baba Aliyu reports that the platform is designed to serve 5 million farmers.
Nigeria is among the countries with the lowest population of agricultural extension service providers. It is reported that one extension worker is attached to 25,000 farmers, which is against the international standard of 1 to 200 or 500 farmers.
About 30 years ago, 35 years ago, when we started war, the ratio of extension agents to farmers is about 1 to 600 farmers. But I need to let you know this morning that the ratio is now 1 to an average of 6,400 farm families.
However, modern information technology, including artificial intelligence in extension service, could serve millions of farmers without hindrance. This has led to the introduction of the National Electronic Extension Platform unveiled by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security.
We realize farmers need information, real time, all the time, and in different format and in different language. So realizing that, we came up with how to make a digital platform.
By leveraging cutting-edge technology and the use of tools to bridge the gap between research and practice, we move decisively towards an era where extension services transcends physical barriers and limitations.
The platform is designed to serve 5 million farmers as well as thousands of other extension service providers. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
And this is the late evening news at 11 on NTA News 24. And still to come, lawmakers seek tax exemption for people living with disability. Details of this and more when we return this day. Many thanks for staying on. Public hearing on the 4 tax reform bills has commenced in the House of Representatives. The leadership of the House is assuring Nigerians of thorough scrutiny of the bills with a view to considering their proposals before passage. National Assembly correspondent Mitaire Iben reports.
The 4 proposed tax bills contain crucial reforms put forward by the executive arm of government to expand the nation's tax base and strengthen tax administration in Nigeria. The House leadership is confident that the bills will repeal archaic tax laws and modernize tax administration.
This public hearing will help us identify areas requiring amendment, clarification, and improvement, while also considering the compatibility of these bills with the 1999 Constitution.
These 4 bills represent a transformative step for Nigeria's tax system by streamlining tax laws, improving administration, and enhancing revenue collection.
Interest groups made observations bordering on definition and accreditation of tax agents, as well as the need to eliminate conflict of jurisdiction in tax administration and revenue collection.
We should encourage collaboration, integration of operations between customs and the tax authority, not to abolish customs or not to repeal a law because we want to do another law.
We want a situation whereby, tax practice as it is not just left to every or any professional body.
We are strongly of the opinion that VAT should remain at 7.5%. The threshold for tax exemption should be increased from the current 800,000 per annum as proposed in the bill to 2.5 million per annum.
As lawmakers note the observations, their focus will be on a tax system that serves the best interest of Nigerians.
For the rest of this week, more Nigerians will converge on this hall to make their proposals towards fine-tuning the 4 tax reform bills before Parliament, with a view to creating an efficient and effective tax system in Nigeria. From the National Assembly, Mitaire Ikpe, NTA News.
And the House of Representatives Committee on Disability Matters is advocating tax exemption for persons with disability as part of ongoing efforts to promote an inclusive society. Chairman of the committee, Bashiru Dawodu, stated this during an interaction with a group of persons with disability at the National Assembly Complex, Abuja. Dawodu expresses optimism that tax relief for persons with disability and organizations committed to their issues will encourage compliance with the provisions of the Discrimination Against Persons with Disability Prohibition Act 2018.
Hearing now, we're in position to actually, make the bill better. No doubt about that. The committee feels that PWDs should not even pay tax. We're interested in the income tax, that beyond limit, the rates should be reduced almost to nothing. We think that there should be tax credits for folks that are doing right by the law. So if you're a corporation, a business that is retrofitting your building so that it can be accessible to persons with disability, we think you should have tax credit in that regard.
In view of recent developments halting the funding for free drugs and vaccines that Africans have been receiving from foreign collaborators, Nigerian biochemists and molecular biologists have been charged to wake up and turn to traditional medicine research and local drugs manufacturing to save lives. This is a message to the Nigerian Society of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology as the professionals converged on Abuja for a symposium on shaping the future of global health through vaccine research and innovation. Justin Ben Unyi reports.
Scientists, supported by the Nigerian Society of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, have gathered to advance knowledge in vaccine development and ensure human survival through effective vaccine application. The symposium focuses on cutting-edge vaccine technologies, strengthening Africa's vaccine ecosystem, and leveraging molecular biology tools for next-generation vaccine design. A key message from the chairman of the House Committee on Food and Drug Administration, Regina Akume, is the need for collaboration between governments, organizations, and individuals to enhance healthcare systems, boost vaccine research, and educate communities on immunization benefits.
Traditional medicine research and drugs manufactured locally must be turned to so as to save our lives. If China, India, and other parts of Asia have succeeded in this sphere, I I see no reason why the cradle of human civilization should fail. I call on NSBMB to wake up, prove your learning to us, and now is the time.
The Nigerian Society of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology plans to establish a multifunctional research hub in Abuja to foster groundbreaking research and development and position Nigeria as a global vaccine producer and innovator.
We sincerely need such structure that will enable, give us create the environment, enabling environment for such research. Dependence on the West for our total health must be discouraged. We are thinking that we have the capacity, we have all that it takes to take care of our own health here.
The society also recognized and awarded outstanding stakeholders for their contributions to the profession's growth in Nigeria. Justin Bemunyi, NTA News.
The International Submarine Cable Resilience Summit is in progress with renowned global telecommunications experts calling for more protection and securing of this key element of global connectivity. The conference is aimed at taking far-reaching measures to ensure sustainable telecommunication is taking place in Abuja. Ayodeji Makinde reports.
Submarine cables carry 99% of world data traffic, serving as one of the backbones for digital economy of nation-states. With over 1.4 million submarine cables laid in different territorial seabeds around the world, cases of damages have led to global internet disruptions, as experienced in Nigeria in February 2024, affecting financial markets, digital trade and governance. In a deliberate attempt to make these submarine cables less susceptible to threats, experts from over 40 countries converged on Abuja for the International Submarine Cable Resilience Summit. Leading advocates and the International Advisory Board, co-chaired by Nigeria's Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, commit to strengthening global efforts and protection based on technical merits.
We have taken decisive steps as a nation to recognize and protect telecommunications infrastructure as critical national infrastructure.
By better anticipating risks, we can better prepare for swift, coordinated action in response.
Our role is to promote open conversation, build trust, and ensure that submarine cable networks remain protected and resilient for the benefit of the global community.
As Nigeria, under President Bola Tinubu, targets a $1 trillion economy, administrators in the digital ecosystem remain focused on domesticating resolutions and, more importantly, preventing another submarine cable cut, which could shut all out of internet connectivity. In Abuja, Ayodeji Makinde, NTA News.
This is the late evening news at 11 on NTA News 24. Let's take another look at our top stories. EFCC raised concerns over organized foreign fraud syndicates recruiting young Nigerians. APC holds first National Executive Council meeting under Ganduje. Members express confidence in President Bola Tinubu's leadership. The federal government unveils digital platform to improve agricultural service delivery to boost productivity between research institutions and farmers. The pro-democracy advocacy group Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa, says it is not surprised the suit seeking to declare the seat of PDP House of Representatives member Ikenga Ugochinyere seat vacant. A statement issued in Abuja by its national coordinator Comrade Emmanuel Onwubiko, described the attempt as laughable, baseless, and not backed by any known law or judicial precedents in Nigeria. The group, however, alleged that there is still a move to secretly refile it, but that it will still be dead on arrival, adding that it is high time desperate individuals grow up and stop making a mockery of the judiciary and the rule of law. And Coalition for Good Governance and Transparency has appealed to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice to immediately intervene in judicial crisis in Benue State. The organization expressed dismay at the level at which the allegations against the state chief judge over issues surrounding political waivers to petitioners of local government election tribunal.
Our findings show that the 19th February petition was the latest in recent times. Outside this petition, there are other petitions, including the one acknowledged by the NJC itself on the 2nd of December 2024. We strongly call on the Benue State Governor and the State House of Assembly not to succumb to the antics of the political enemies within and outside Benue State, who are now using some officials to distract this current purposeful and working government in Benue State.
The coalition appealed to the National Judicial Commission to deploy all its assets in ensuring the next senior judge is sworn in, while the embattled judge is meant to face disciplinary actions. And that concludes the late evening news at 11 on NTA News 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinenye Nwoye.